What's up, board game people? We're back today with another rapid-fire look at the news from around the crowdfunded board gaming space. We have pledge managers open, huge news updates, and campaigns in the final countdown until launch, so sit back, hang on, and enjoy. Remember, there are links to all pledge managers or news articles in the description for the video below if you need them. Before we begin, please know that all opinions are my own. I do not receive any money from game companies for making my videos. I make them to help gamers like you and me. If I get something wrong or we disagree on something, please let me know in the comments and we can discuss. If you like these kind of videos covering anything and everything to do with board gaming, tabletop gaming, or just the hobby space in general, please consider subscribing and leaving us a like to help us grow. Also, make sure you stay tuned at the very end to learn how you can become an even bigger part of our gaming community. First off, allow me to say, ouch! The pledge manager for Okko Chronicles Cycle of the Earth is launched and it's packed full of adventure board gaming goodness. They appear to have the backer kit page open to late backers as well. All pieces of the Cycle of Earth and everything from the Cycle of Water is available. The Limbo 1.5 pledge manager keeps on ticking. Factory closures in China have forced them to keep the pledge manager open longer than expected with no end date yet set in stone. They're making the best of a bad situation by continuing to revisit and revise rulebooks and campaigns. They're still aiming for shipping around September or November, so get it while you still can. Middara has opened their money hog of a pledge manager and will be keeping it open until July 8th. Again, everything you could want is available in the pledge manager for new and old backers alike. They've recently added a bevy of new pledge packages, so check back if you've already completed your order. Also, they've not started charging cards yet, and will give notice before they do so. Teburu and the Bad Karmas has dropped the first of their post-campaign monthly updates. Game development is continuing on the core box's 4 scenarios, and work is being done across the board on the Zodiac and Hero action cards. The pledge manager for this project is expected to launch on Gamefound in the coming weeks. There should be access for late backers and the opportunity to modify your pledge as needed. The League of Dungeoneers is back with some good news and some bad news. The good news is that they're plugging along on the printed materials and many of the items are passing final checks. The bad news isn't really that bad. Originally, they planned to have the box fit in a Calyx cube. They made too much game, and the box is now going to be a bit too large to fit inside that Calyx cube. But personally, I don't usually get angry about getting more game for my buck. Black Rose Wars Rebirth has released a print-and-play version of The Possessed, which is the first avatar that you'll face in the lodge. They've also posted an updated rulebook for everyone to peruse and given us a preview of the evocation bases for the minis. In development is the Rotos box. Undergoing internal playtesting phase is Gaia Reborn, the Dreadforge, Jukas, and Irene the Wanderer. External playtesting phase has the Apocalypse box, with the core box, Seal of Fire, and Deadly Masks sitting in the completed bucket. In other news from Ludus Magnus Studios, Nova Aestus Renaissance is showing off the hero Rebecca with this update, as well as talking about spells, how they're equipped, and their schools of magic. The game was recently seen in the wild at Medina Playfair, and the reactions to it were great. They also recently gave us a look at Medicio, the Mandalorian-inspired hero. Hopefully we'll get some solid production updates soon. Stormsunder's Heirs of Ruin continue to show off their miniature masters, this time from the terrain box. The miniatures are coming along nicely, and they gave us a peek at the Stormbrushed versions as well. Again, this is a project that the backers would appreciate some solid updates on the production and less of the fluff for. Hopefully, one day they'll listen to us. Aeon's Trespass Odyssey came out with a big update, but it wasn't the one we'd been waiting for. They've been waiting for the first production copy of the game to get to their offices to post an unboxing video, but COVID shutdowns has delayed that by a few weeks. Instead, they gave us a closer look at a few of the Godform minis, they showed off their new office digs, and they gave us a peek at the development of the expansion cycles, specifically highlighting the Gardens of Babylon, which has been renamed to the Gardens of Infinite Growth. Chronicles of Drunagor, Age of Darkness Apocalypse published a short update this month showing some miniatures, doors, and cards rolling through the factory production cycle. They're finishing up work on the logistics for the first wave of shipping, and development on Apocalypse is full steam ahead. The pledge manager for Harakiri Blades of Honor remains open. If you haven't had a chance to grab your copy, there's still time. They show off the resin masters for many of the miniatures in a short video. They gave us a closer look at the Overland map's updated art, and the update is rife with details on the Blood Oni and his encounter. For something a little different, Robomon has pushed its second pre-campaign update with a short video walking us through the process of creating your own customized character for the game. Check it out at the link in the video description. The Gatekeeper returns to taunt us further about Atmosfear. The team is moving into the molding stage for all the plastic elements in the game. Hopefully we'll be seeing some masters soon. Isaac Childress has given us a huge update for Frosthaven. The proofing copy has arrived and the box is massive. Now if they just sell me some of those little frost gremlins to go with it, I'm sure I could torment my wife to no end. The contents of the game look to be finally taking shape, and seeing it all laid out in front of you really makes it feel real. Isaac is also welcoming his child into the world and has been taking some time off to spend with him. Congratulations. Earth Under Siege Flashpoint has announced when the pledge manager will be closing. They're holding it open till after Gen Con, so anyone that's interested can still get in on it. They plan to close it mid-August. They've also unlocked the final stretch goal with funds from the pledge manager, and they're adding sculpted bases to the minis. The bases look great, and it's wonderful to see them listening to the fans and sneaking this one in. The pledge manager for Escape from Stalingrad Z is live on Gamefound and welcoming late backers as well as allowing you to finalize your pledge from the Kickstarter campaign. Work is continuing on development of the almost 50 scenarios that will be included in the game, and they've set up a small developer's retreat to try to knock the work out. For now, we're being held over with a mock-up of the box back. To the team, enjoy the solitude, and we look forward to seeing more. Nemesis Distress, the PC FPS horror game that spun out of the Nemesis Lockdown campaign, has updated to beta version 2. You can update your game through Steam and try out all the updates and changes for yourself. And last but not least, we land at RuneScape Kingdoms, Shadow of Elvarg. This campaign will be launching on Tuesday and will only be open for 10 days, so get ready. They've been dropping all kinds of news on the Steamforged Games blog, including new minis and characters and the trailer video for the game. We'll likely have a campaign guide up for this one soon, so check back tomorrow or Wednesday. Well, that's it, folks. There's always a lot of news, and I try to cover as much as I can. I'm hoping to widen our coverage to things happening on the retail side of the hobby soon, so keep an eye out for that. So I hinted at it earlier, if you'd like to join our community of gamers and chat about board games and crowdfunding, you should come join us on our Discord. You can find the link in the video description below. We're trying not to just grow a channel, but a community of like-minded gamers where we can have a place to talk about all the craziness in the hobby and teach each other about new games and help each other find games that suit our own tastes. Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and leave us a like. It helps us reach bigger audiences and help more people. Thank you to everyone who's been watching and commenting. We'll be back soon with our month in review, upcoming campaigns for June, and many more videos. I'm off to tear a hole in my wall, but remember, play something fun tonight.